Nigga!
To that girl, now her nose. Once we get the low on the.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and with me at the table tonight, Greg Anthony and Tim Legler. So with Nowitzki sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We got Tracy McGrady. Jordan is out there with Morant. And it's Durant. And it's Olajuwon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. McAdoo out there with Brand. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Well, Greg, I, for one, am excited to see this game. We've got Chris Paul and Bob McAdoo out there on the same side.
And these guys, both superstars with the Clippers franchise. Now, McAdoo played for him when the team was still in Buffalo and in that Eastern Conference, but all the records are in the same file in the history books.
Yeah, there you go. You're right. See, fans, you tune into a broadcast, and you may even catch a history lesson from my good friend, the great Greg Anthony.
I do my best to educate the fans. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here is Brand. Back to Paul. Drains the 19-footer.
And in the mid-range, Paul, so dangerous. He has a lot of angles he likes in that area.
Morant kicks to Durant. There's the triple. Drops in the tray.
Attacking from range there with some serious confidence.
Ball against Morant. Here's Brand. There's 3-pointers off the mark. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. It's a 5-point game. Count that one.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there. Almost automatic.
Outside Leonard. Brand outside. To the middle. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Lobbed up there for KD. Out to Morant. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Morant's got 7.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Well, this run has given them a bit of separation, but few leads in this league are safe.
For 3, Durant. Paul George with the steal. Morant against Brand. Outside, George. Hands it from downtown.
Well, that's a big part of Paul George's game. If he gets space from the three-point line, he is going to cook you.
Chicago leading by 7. And Tim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
McGrady dishes to Morant. With the shot. A shot by McGrady, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Checked in for Jordan. Chicago also making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Olajuwon. Nowitzki comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Robertson in for Morant.
And Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Here's Free. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Nowitzki with the screen on free. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's Brand. They get the rebound, launches it, and that one is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Nowitzki. It's rebounded by Manning. Los Angeles trails by 5. Down low. Here's McAdoo, and it's in there.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
And Chicago has possession. Robertson kicks to McGrady. Sinks the three-pointer.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Free. There's the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. McGrady passes to Nowitzki. Out to the right wing. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Over Brand. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing here by 8. Over Jordan. And it comes off the front of the rim. Now, here is O'Neal. Nothing on the board. Tracy McGrady on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Chicago. They lead by 8. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist numbers.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Elijah on. Jalen Brunson out there with Edwards. Then it's Pierce. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4 slot.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Los Angeles trails by 8. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Chicago leading by 8. Here's for 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Manning the pass to Jordan. And here's McGetty. Pass to Free. 6 to shoot. It's over Brunson. Free can't get it to go. Free's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Fires away from outside. Drains the three-pointer. Free's got 5 now.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It's rebounded by Manning. Los Angeles trails by 5. Ball for 3. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Chicago making some changes. Wang is checked in for Elijah. Nowitzki comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Morant in for Jalen Brunson. Here's World B free. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Free's got 5 points in the quarter. Morant looking around. Here's Nowitzki. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
A mid-range specialist. All Nowitzki needs is a little wiggle room, and he's going to let it go.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Brand.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to. Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And so here are the Clippers following the three-pointer by Paul Pierce. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Tracking that ball all the way. Strong defense at the rim.
Back to Edwards. Nowitzki outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. And now it's an 11-point Chicago lead. Brand outside. Pass to George. For the 3. Wang pulls it in.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
.109 left in the first half. George in the post. Pierce on him. Out to Brand. Here's McAdoo. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot to stop the run. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from free.
And the D has to clog up the mid-range better.
Here's Morant. Morant pulleys his way inside.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Paul for 3. Pierce with the rebound. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Chicago. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And he gets the bucket. Nowitzki's got 7 points for the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Corner shot, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Chicago leads by 17. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Well, this is a nice adjustment, running the offense through him tonight. That's a nice little switch up.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So with Jordan on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Elton Brand. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Paul George. And it's McAdoo in at the 5 down low. McGrady passes to Morant. And stolen by McAdoo. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
The most impressive thing about McAdoo is how diverse his game is. Attacking the rim, hitting jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to punish.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Pass to George. Leonard sets a screen for George. Oh, good on the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. George with the ball. Here's McAdoo. That misses off the backboard. Jordan, the pass to Morant. Back to Jordan. Floats it up there for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Los Angeles trails by 17. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
Yeah, physically they are being overwhelmed in the paint right now. That can be hard to fix because it's a personnel issue.
Chicago making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Brand outside. Paul passes to Brand. Robertson comes with the double team. Paul for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Into the lane. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And the wide open shot from Paul. And he's good on the 3-ball. Paul's got 7.
Didn't take long for Paul to square his body up on that catch and shoot. So skilled.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And that's just unfair. He can get away from anybody with a handle like that.
Paul against Robertson. Paul kicks to George. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Robertson.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Hits the 3-point bomb. He has 6.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Back to Brand. Shoots over KD. No good from Brand. Chicago leading by 21. Here's McGrady. That's good. And it's Olajuwon with the assist. McGrady's got 6 here in this quarter.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Olajuwon. 3 from Robertson. Here's Olajuwon. Tries again. A shot by McGrady, no good. Here's Brand. And he lays it straight in.
And look at the focus on this drive from Brand. He won't stop. He won't be denied.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. The 3 from KD. Buries it from 3-point range.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Manning. Still yet to score. Count that one.
Perfect feed. You make it easy on your teammates if you get it to them on time.
And here's Brunson outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguardable.
Maggette with a screen on Edwards. Paul kicks to Maggette. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
McAdoo.
Here's Paul. Chicago grabs the miss. For 3. And it's Jalen Brunson with the 3.
3-point basket.
Brunson's got 8 here in the quarter. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's Chicago running away with it. And we'll be back right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Chicago. So with Nowitzki sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Antetokounmpo is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Pierce in at the 3, the small forward. And George gets it to go.
Yeah, Paul George not content to just hang out on the perimeter. He attacked the lane right there.
O'Neal is screen on Grant. Pulls up on the wing. Again, Chicago.
Oh, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Harper dishes to George. Launches a 3. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. Here's Chicago. Pierce finds O'Neal. O'Neal is double. And here's Brunson outside. And it's the Clippers with the ball. From deep, George. That doesn't go either for George. Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Brand.
Perfect timing on the rejection there. This is the type of defense Brand can play.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers.
For Los Angeles, number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Antetokounmpo passes to Edwards. A 3 ball. Paul George grabs the miss. And here's Los Angeles. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Brunson outside. And stolen by Jordan. Harper against Brunson. Pass to George. Harper sets a pick for George. And the 3 off target.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here now, the Clippers. Outside Leonard. The 3. They get it back.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
There's the lob at Kumbo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Leonard the pass to Harper. Back to Leonard. Can they get it? Jordan. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pierce inside the 3-point line, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Taking advantage of the room he has to just rise up and be free. Nice rhythm on that pull-up.
A 3 from Leonard. The rebound by Pierce. Pierce has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Antetokounmpo finds Edwards. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Leonard. Edwards, good.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Leonard sets a screen for George. Off target with his 3.
Well, another 10-cut moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember. Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Here's Chicago. They've outscored him 16 points to 2. Not slowing down. Pierce for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Harper with the ball. Guarded now by Shaq. Outside for George. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, Paul George loves that corner 3.
Takes a step back. Outside Pierce. From deep, Brunson buries the long-range jumper.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And sometimes you catch the defender leaning. Looks like that's what happened on that sequence.
At the line for Los Angeles, Elton Brand taking 2 shots.
The free throw dropped for Elton Brand. And Elton Brand drops them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Nowitzki. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we thank you for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.